People like Bejamin Kickz are ruining the sneaker game. That's one of the points I heard a lot lately because of this post right here. This is a picture of Bejamin Kickz next to what seems about 50 plus pairs of Jordan Union 2s. This picture right here had a lot of people outraged, mainly because a lot of people weren't able to get their hands on this shoe as they were supposed to be very limited, but somehow Bejamin Kickz got his hands on multiple pairs while actual customers weren't able to get their hands on any of them. To most of us, this really isn't a surprise. If you remember last year with the Jordan 1 trophy room, he ended up doing the exact same thing, and that shoe was way more limited than this Jordan 2 Union. With that shoe, there's only supposed to be 12,000 pairs to ever be released, and each one of them were numbered, but Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan, who owns Trophy Room, ended up backdooring tons of pairs for thousands of dollars. So if you're an average person, there was no way you were gonna get your hands on that pair. For that release, I think that one was more insane than what's going on right now with the Union 2s, but I think it hits closer to home since we actually had a full first come first serve release, and Union is known to have some of the best releases of the year since they do the domain change, and they have pretty good bot protection and questions. Unfortunately, that release did not go as all of us expected. They did the domain change, which went pretty smooth, but the payment processing ended up crashing, so no one was able to actually check out a pair. They ended up delaying that release and having another one about an hour after the original drop time, but of course that drop didn't go as expected either, and now 11 days after the release, they finally issued this statement. So they said, first and foremost, we want to apologize for errors and delays you experienced on the Union AJ2 capsule collection. We encountered a higher than anticipated demand, and unfortunately this traffic caused a part of our website to crash on the day of the launch. The crash caused a number of issues with our release. You may have been charged multiple times for the same transaction. We have spent the last week troubleshooting and working on the best plan to get you your money back, as well as honor orders that follow the Union store and release policies. This process has taken longer than we would have liked, has been extremely complicated, and caused a week-long delay for which we are truly sorry. We take great pride and put a lot of work into ensuring our launches are fair, democratic, bot-free, and as clean as can be. On this release, we did not meet those standards. What we can promise is that we will continue to work hard for the future releases to make sure they remain as fair as possible, and all we can do is apologize profusely for our most recent launch and promise to get better. So they end up issuing that statement, and this will really push people over the edge. A lot of people were speculating that Bejamin was able to get this many pairs because of Union doing this stuff purposely. I don't believe that they're doing this purposely. It does seem like it was just a failed drop, but they're doing a lot of things that kind of do raise suspicions. For example, a few days after they released this statement, they end up issuing an email to people who bought the Unions saying this. They said, your order will automatically be canceled and refunded, and a new invoice will be sent to you within 2 to 3 days. Your original order is in our system, and for those of you who made successful orders that complies with Union store and release policies, you will receive a new invoice to complete your original purchase transaction. Orders that do not follow the Union store and release policies will not receive a new invoice. Those orders have been canceled. So if Union already didn't look bad, this definitely made them look bad. So then after Union issued that first statement, someone on Twitter by the name of Sneaker Fetish posted this tweet right here. They said that the Bejamin Kickz thing is just the tip of the iceberg. It gets deep in that world. No names will be disclosed. So this is someone texting Sneaker Fetish about what was going on behind the scenes and how Bejamin Kickz was able to acquire all of these pairs. Before I read this, I want to say take this with a grain of salt. I have no idea if this source is reliable. No names are disclosed. We don't know who this is coming from. This could be made up. So I'm just gonna read this verbatim and you could decide for yourself. So it says, here's what I know about Bejamin Kickz in the back door. I'm limited to only the Trophy Room 1 story though. And then there's some black marks blocking out important information, but it does say, but Marcus wanted all cash. The available pairs dwindled down to 1K. That's alluding to the exact same thing I was talking about earlier with the Trophy Room 1s, how Marcus Jordan was backdooring a bunch of pairs. And he says why? Because Bejamin Kickz and some other big reseller from Seattle you might be more familiar with than I am. I don't know. You probably remember pictures going viral of his stock. Dude from Seattle got, I think, 3K pairs. Bejamin Kickz got 3 to 7K-ish pairs. It was ridiculous. He got the most. They all paid about $1,500 per pair. There might have been 1 or 2 more players aside from my guy. It truly left Marcus with about 1 to 2K pairs to launch. If I remember, I think it was closer to 1K. I want to say even below like 900-ish. According to the deal, the guy from Seattle and Bejamin Kickz broke their agreements by posting all their stock on socials. From this context, it seems like Marcus was willing to backdoor the pairs as long as Bejamin Kickz and the other guy weren't willing to post their pictures on social media. Obviously, we see that did not play out how it was supposed to. Bejamin Kickz ended up posting stock from that. This is the first release I could say the people took a stance on resale and really made the price fall over time. The whole blue laces thing became a made-up friends and families thing, and even convinced StockX to use friends and families when listing blue laces. They were going for 7K the first week, and a lot of reseller pairs were sold before Marcus even got his shipment of blue laces. Those laces were flipping on eBay for over $500. So that was a lot. I do agree that this had to be the biggest backdoor of all time. And as this person said, the people did take a stand. I didn't see many people buying for resale, probably because the price is super high and most people don't have that much money to spend on a pair of shoes. But the volume of sales was drastically lower than what I thought it would be. And the source also talked about the blue lace thing. I do remember when this first came out that if it didn't have the blue laces, that they were considered fake. Some people were saying that the friends and family only had the blue laces. There was just a bunch of different information and I don't think anybody could actually verify it. But what the source was saying was StockX did say that if you had blue laces, they were a friends and family pair. If you don't know, the friends and family pair are supposed to be an exclusive pair of shoes that are given to you from the creator themselves. Usually there's some differences about the shoe. For example, the Trophy Room Jordan 5 friends and family pair is red, while the regular pair is this nice ice blue. And people are willing to pay crazy amounts of money to get their hands on friends and family pairs because they're a lot more exclusive. Unfortunately for those people, they didn't know that they're paying extra thousands of dollars just to get blue laces. Now that I laid out the entire scenario on how this was possible, I know that people are mad at Bejamin Kickz and all these people that are able to buy from the back door. Sadly, in reality, this is how the world works. If you have millions of dollars, you could do a lot of things that the average person cannot do. I'm sure if a lot of you guys have millions of dollars, you would do the exact same thing that he's doing. Even though we don't see it, I'm sure it happens every single day. I'm sure he's getting more heat about it because he posted on Instagram. He's in the limelight. I mean, this is his entire brand. He's known for getting tons of pairs of exclusive shoes. I think the people you guys should be mad at is Union and all these stores willing to backdoor their shoes. This is just another situation where I think nothing will come out of it. People are still going to shop at Union when they drop a new collab. If people are willing to boycott and take a stand and stop these people from doing it, then I'd be very surprised. But based on the history, nothing's gonna happen. So that's pretty much it for today's video, man. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Let me know if you think people like Bejamin Kickz are ruining the game. What do you think should be done to stop these type of people? And I'll catch you guys in the next one.